Hi Virgo, welcome to my channel, The Fool's Journey Tarot. Today is Wednesday, April 8th, 2020. And this is a general love reading for the sign of Virgo for this upcoming week in April. If you're brand new to my channel or unfamiliar with it, welcome, first of all. There is more specific information in the description box below if you're curious. If you are a returning viewer, thank you for coming back. I appreciate your support more than you know. And I do want to remind all of my viewers that this is a general love reading, so it can pertain to anything, relationships, situations, and circumstances surrounding family, home, work, social circles, you name it, it might apply. Also, be flexible with the energy. Don't be concerned about the gender of the cards. You might feel like I'm reading for you. You might feel like you're cross-watching for somebody that you're dealing with. My intention is always to reach those that need the message the most and those that will benefit the most from the message. So some of it may apply for you, Virgo, other parts may not. Leave behind what doesn't, and hopefully what does resonate will help you in some way, shape, or form. Okay, Virgo, so we're going to get started. I'll give this deck one more shuffle, and we'll see what's going on with you guys in this upcoming week in April. And these crazy times that we're dealing with right now. I hope you all are healthy and doing well. Hopefully this all passes soon and we're all back to normal, right? Okay, here we go, Virgo. So we have the Eight of Wands in your underlying energy paired with the Seven of Wands. Page of Wands. The Knight of Swords. The Four of Wands. The Five of Cups. The Page of Swords in reverse, and the Two of Swords in reverse. So there's this, in your underlying energy, Eight of Wands, Seven of Wands, what I'm getting is there might be a need to take action or communicate or make some kind of moves. But I also feel like you might be feeling a little bit defensive or a little bit just kind of being cautious or standing your ground or making sure that the right moves are made, the right words are spoken. There's a sense of being careful but ready to take action. You might be waiting on some information or waiting on some news or waiting to hear word before making any moves. I feel like you are working or moving toward something maybe you've been building for a while, a goal, some kind of something you've been working on or building or creating or manifesting for yourself, but there's been a little bit of heartache and grief as well. Some hard times mixed in with the level of success that you've experienced, and I do feel that that could be why there's this Seven of Wands, feeling a little bit defensive, just a little bit feeling like you're taking some precautions or feeling cautious before making any moves because you have dealt with some grief, some heartache, maybe from some past mistakes, or maybe moving too fast at other times, or jumping the gun, so to speak. And you may be reluctant to express yourself or communicate until after the decision's been made. There's a sense that you don't want to talk about it yet because maybe you're still feeling a little uncertain, feeling a little bit cautious, like you don't want to speak too soon, or again, talk about something that hasn't transpired for you yet, that kind of thing. So let's see what else we get for you, Virgo. We have the Nine of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles in reverse, The Seven of Pentacles in reverse. The Five of Wands. The Six of Cups. Three of Wands. And the Page of Cups in reverse. So I feel like you're moving towards something that maybe you've been manifesting into your life for a period of time, or something that you've been working on for a while, or something that you're hopeful for with this Nine of Cups. And maybe you've been making slow, steady progress toward whatever this is for you for quite some time. And I feel like somebody else is involved. We have the Six of Cups up here. Could be somebody that you're very close to, somebody that's significant to you in some way, shape, or form. Six of Cups indicates soulmate energy. Somebody that's meant to be in your life. Somebody that's meant to spend time with you, learning life lessons in this 3D life that we live. Somebody that, and a soulmate material does not have to mean a romantic partner. It can be anybody. Friend, co-worker, family member, but it's definitely somebody significant, somebody who's on your life's path. I feel like whatever this is that you might be creating or building or working toward for yourself involves this person, or you want this person involved. You want to invest with this person, but I feel like you're kind of holding off right now. There's a sense that you're waiting for the right moment, or you're waiting to hear word, or maybe waiting for this person to need some help from you or to ask for some assistance before you take action. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's what I've got from this set of cards here, Virgo, is that there's the sense that you don't want to make any moves or communicate or take any action until you get the green light that the person that you're dealing with, the Six of Cups energy, is ready and willing or wanting your input, your help, you to take action, you to communicate. There's something about moving too quickly, which would be a mistake. So I feel like there's a sense that it's not necessarily that you're waiting, but at the same time you are. It's like you don't want to count your chickens before they hatch. You don't want to jump the gun, and you don't want to maybe even talk about the outcome yet or what you're expecting to happen, because if it doesn't transpire the way you had hoped, you don't want to look like you were just making shit up, or that you were insecure, or you were talking out of your ass. You know what I mean, Virgo? Like you're making shit up. I mean, I just get the sense like you're reluctant to make that move, communicate, talk about this until the timing is perfect. There's something about the timing needing to be right, or you're waiting on something to happen, or someone to get into contact with you. There's some point that you're waiting for to make that move. Let's see what else we get. High Priestess. The Star in reverse. Eight of Swords. Knight of Wands in reverse. King of Cups in reverse. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Three of Wands in reverse. and the Lovers. So again, I'm getting the sense, it's almost like, Virgo, you're waiting for that cry of help, or you're waiting for that phone call or that text message that says, I really need you to help me out, or, you know, it's time to come save the day. There's a sense that Virgo is waiting for that right moment. Just when things look like they're not going to transpire, or they're not going to work out, or it's not going to go in the right direction, you're going to jump in and you're going to make it happen. So there's this unpredictability. There's this sense that you right now at least are at a standstill, because things are unpredictable. You can't say when this is going to happen for you. This is a little bit of a mystery reading, Virgo, because I feel like this could be anything depending, you know, on your situation. So it's a little bit hard for me to come up with some examples. So I'm just kind of giving you the message the way I'm seeing it in the cards. There's the sense that when the timing's right, Virgo's going to make this happen. Virgo's going to come in and shake, rattle, and roll and make something happen. But if you jump the gun, or if you talk about it too soon, or you make the wrong move, or you try to rush things, that something isn't going to work out, that it's going to end up, you're going to miss the boat, or you're going to drop the ball, or you're going to be left with nothing, because the timing is everything. And it's not just about timing too, because it's almost like you're waiting for the green light, like you're waiting for the gun, like, you know, you're standing there all ready for this race, and, you know, the ready, set, somebody's already said ready, somebody's already said set, and you're waiting for somebody to say go, and then the gunshot. And the go and the gunshot is what you're waiting for, but it hasn't happened yet. And somehow if you jump the gun, you're going to miss the boat. And it does have something to do with a relationship. There is a very significant connection tied to whatever this is, this opportunity, whatever this is for you, Virgo. It is tied to a very significant relationship. And I think that something about the relationship is dependent upon this transpiring the way you anticipate it's going to. This is an interesting reading, Virgo. I'm not sure if I'm losing everybody watching, or if everybody's like, oh yeah, okay, that's my situation, because this feels very convoluted to me. It feels like it could go anywhere, but I'm going with what I see. So let's see what else we get here, Virgo. So we have the Devil, clarifying the Nine of Cups. And then there's the Page of Swords again in reverse. Five of Pentacles. Three of Swords. Queen of Cups in reverse. The World in reverse. Seven of Pentacles again in reverse. And then the Four of Pentacles. Okay, I just want to get this out before I get this last card so I don't forget to talk about it. So we've got a Queen of Cups on the table too. I do feel like this is the person that you're dealing with. And again, it could be vice versa too. We've got a Queen of Cups, King of Cups in reverse. Now what I'm getting from the set of cards is the person that you're dealing with, it's possible they're in cahoots with you, or they're in partnership with you, but there is something here about both of you kind of emotionally withdrawing from the situation, not investing a whole lot of hope or anticipation regarding the situation, because if it doesn't end up transpiring for you, it would be severely disappointing. So there's almost like this reserved sense of hope. Like it's there, but you don't want to invest too much energy into it just yet, because if it doesn't transpire the way you would hope, that it's going to really severely be disappointing. Again, I get the sense that this is something that you've really wanted for quite some time, that maybe you've invested a lot of time or energy or thought into it. At the same time, it's not something maybe that you've talked a lot about or that you've discussed with other people. And again, I get this whole sense, don't count your chickens before they hatch, because there's just this sense if you jump the gun or you make the move too soon, or if you speak too soon, or you try to make things happen too quickly, it's all going to fall apart. That you're trapped by the sense of needing to wait for the right moment, or wait for the message, wait for the news, wait for the information to come in, wait for the right time. Otherwise, it's all going to be for naught. And you'll be dealing with the grief of frustration, feeling like you've invested so much time and energy into this, but now it's not going to transpire the way you had hoped, the way that you wanted. So you and one other person, again, you could be this King of Cups or Queen of Cups. Both are in reverse, but I do feel this detachment, this unwillingness to emotionally invest in the situation, because you know that it's like walking a tightrope. Like, you know, you could lose your balance at any time and it could all fall apart and you'd be left with nothing. At the same time, there's a significant sense of control, of knowing what you need to do, of knowing that you have to make sure the timing is right, of knowing that you've prepared for this moment, or you've prepared for this, so that you know, you'll know when the time is right, you'll know when it's time to speak up or take action or make that first move or whatever the case may be. Virgo has it all under control. It's all going to be okay as long as you don't get overly anxious or try to make a move too soon, that kind of thing. Okay, let's get one last set of cards, Virgo, and see what else we get. We have the King of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles in reverse, Five of Wands in reverse, Three of Pentacles in reverse, the Lovers again, Ten of Cups in reverse, Page of Wands in reverse, and the Moon. So Virgo, I feel like you're the King of Pentacles, and I do feel like there is a significant amount of pressure on you. I feel like you know this. I feel like you know this is resting on your shoulders, and one false move and you're going to drop the ball. So there's a significant level of responsibility that you're holding right now. And a lot of pressure. And I feel like you're handling it really well, and you know what you're up against, and you know what you're dealing with. And you're being very, very careful, because one false move and it all could come tumbling down. It all could fall apart. So you're being very defensive, you're being very careful, you're being very calculating about your decision making, about the moves you're making. Slow and steady wins the race. Right, Virgo? And this set of cards is really interesting, because to me it feels like there is a waiting period of time, and there's this sense that you're just waiting for that moment when everything is about to come crashing down, everything's about to fall to pieces, and then there's this cry for help. This cry for help, and then Virgo swoops in to save the day. I don't know why I keep getting that really loud and clear. There's some sense that you can't tell when it's going to happen, how soon, how far away this is. It's very unpredictable. But there is this need for action when the time is right, and it has to be the right time. And again, there is a very strong connection. We have the Lovers out here twice now. Queen of Cups, King of Cups. And you both are involved in this. And it's going to take both of you to make this work. I think you're both aware of the level of responsibility and how delicate the situation is. The good news is this relationship, this connection that you have with regard to whatever situation you're dealing with, Virgo, feels very, very strong. This King and Queen, and normally I don't get that energy from the King of Cups, Queen of Cups in reverse, but I don't feel like the reverse energy is because of the connection itself. It feels more like the situation at hand. I don't know if that makes sense or not. This is really an interesting reading. I am intrigued. I wish that I could get some more details regarding the situation that you're dealing with here, Virgo, but it feels very elusive too. It feels like, first of all, it could be very different for any number of people watching. I suppose this could apply to a number of different areas. If you're watching and this is resonating for you, I'm always appreciative of those that feel compelled to leave a comment, share their story, add some input of some sort so that I can see how the reading is applying to your situation. I am always very appreciative of that, because that's really the only way I have validation for these readings. So I wish I could get more details for you, Virgo, but I have a feeling, again, it's very different for everybody watching and for the people that this reading is resonating for. So I want to get one Dreams of Gaia Tarot card for Virgo to finish up this reading. Maybe something that will give you a little more clarity. Let's take this one. We have the Ten of Wands. Ten of Fire. I haven't had this card come out in a long time, and I know it's going to apply nicely to this reading. And I think that you will resonate with this card. It's a fabulous image too. It's really striking. And I think that this is going to, even though there's a lot of uncertainty on the table here, this feeling like things could go either way, and that right now it feels very uncertain, a little bit, maybe a little nerve-wracking. At the same time, there is the sense that with the right move at the right time, things are gonna work out just fine for you, Virgo. That's what I'm getting more than anything. And that somehow you have it all under control. I don't know how you have all this under control. I don't know how you're doing it, Virgo, because this looks very interesting, to say the least. Where's this? There we go. 10 of Fire. Okay. It did come up in the upright, and it is about 2 pages, so it's pretty long. We're doing pretty good on times, 25 minutes in so far, so hopefully this card will give you something more. Virgo, here we go. The 10 of Fire symbolizes mastery, not just of a skill or a craft, but of oneself. It means understanding the tools of your craft and wielding them with skill, precision. Oh my gosh, precision. I couldn't say that word. And craftsmanship. It is about knowing yourself and using that knowledge and understanding to bring to you all that you need and desire, with the same level of skill, precision, and craftsmanship. I did it that time. The master illustrated in the 10 of Fire knows how to wield his personal power. He moves with clear intentions, and he acts with the same intent. He is aware of what motivates his behavior and actions, and exhibits complete self-command. He acts with deliberation and with complete awareness of the effect of his actions will have upon himself and his environment. He is not only confident, he is capable also. He has evolved from a person who lacked awareness and perhaps even blamed others for the problems of his life because he was unable to see that every action gives rise to a consequence. He once stumbled about, his inexperience resulting in more mistakes than triumph. But he continued, and in doing so reached a crucial moment of enlightenment. When he realized that in order to succeed, he had to take command of himself and his life. He had to take responsibility for every choice made, for every action, and for every emotion. From that moment on, he would shape his life. He would shape who he was. He would no longer be a slave to outside forces. He would become a master. If the 10 of Fire appears in your reading, he indicates a time to step up and take charge of your life. It is time to dedicate yourself to the path of the master. Not so you can have control over others, but so you can shape your life with skill and confidence. How does one become a master? It may require pushing one's mind. It requires dedication and discipline and a willingness to set personal challenges and goals and stick to them. It also requires knowing when to stop and allow yourself time to absorb and recharge. The master recognizes that there is a time for growth and a time to be dormant and rest. Above all, to become a master, you must be willing to learn. On a metaphysical level, see a lesson in all experiences. On a practical level, learn something that requires daily practice, and do not allow your first inevitable failures and mistakes inspire you to give up. Want to be a writer? Then the 10 of Fire suggests dedicating time to writing every day and learning how to write well. To be a musician, practice every day and take the time to learn correct technique and other fundamental elements. If you want to be thinner or stronger, move every day and embrace healthy eating habits. If you want to save money, learn how to be frugal and careful and live in a way that costs you less. Choose to be good at what you do, whatever it is that you do. Being a master is not about being the best or being number one. The 10 of Fire symbolizes giving your best and continuing to improve and grow, because by giving your best each and every time, you challenge and push yourself just that little bit further until what you do becomes second nature to you. In general, when the 10 of Fire is drawn, consider it a message to act and to not make excuses. To be a master, you have to be willing to work with your mind and hands with an almost religious observance. There is no other way. Finally, the 10 of Fire also symbolizes reaching that point where dedication and hard work have created ease and surety. That moment when you can look at the task before you and say with confidence that you understand what you have to do and you are capable of doing it well. It's a powerful moment. Take the time to acknowledge and enjoy it. Celebrate your achievements and accomplishments, no matter how big or small they are. Shine, rejoice. You have earned this moment in the spotlight. Delight in it and allow it to inspire further fearless exploration, growth, and evolution. So I managed to stumble through that, but I think that it was very, very applicable to this reading, Virgo, and I do believe that it applies to what you're going through. The 10 of Wands is a card about working hard, burning the candle at both ends, making something happen, carrying the burden, that kind of thing. It can also indicate struggles and fear and feeling like it's too much, it's insurmountable, that kind of energy. I do feel like you're facing something significant right now, Virgo. And I hope that this reading gave you some clarity and helped you in some way, shape, or form. So if it did resonate, please give me a like, share, subscribe if you want to. Leave a comment if you'd like. Those are great. I really appreciate you joining me and watching today, and I hope that I see you again soon. Take care, Virgo. Bye.